Hi, friends. It's Miss Allie. Today we're going to have another read aloud. I'm really excited to read this story with you. It's called Our Class is a Family. This is a really good book for the beginning of the school year because we're just getting to know each other and we want to know what our class is going to be like. I'm excited to share this story with you. Our Class is a Family is written by Shannon Olsen. But before we get started reading this book, I always like to preview the book, which really means looking at the pictures or looking at the cover before we read. The pictures and the cover can tell us a lot about what the book will be about. So look at the cover of Our Class is a Family. What do you see? What do you notice? As we're reading, I want you to think of a couple questions. The first question is, what does your family look like? Also, as we're reading, there's a few vocabulary words that I want us to keep in mind. The first vocabulary word is unique. You may have already heard the word unique before, but if you haven't, think about what unique might mean. Unique means different, one of a kind, special. So when you hear the word unique in the story, think special, different, one of a kind. Also, there's this word respect. I'm sure you've heard the word respect before. Respect is really important, especially at the beginning of a school year. Respect means treating others by showing them you care about them. Treating others with care. That's what respect means. So as we're reading and you hear the word respect, think, oh, that means treating someone like you care about them. Another question I want you to be thinking about as you're listening to the story is, how can our class be like a family? We're going to make a connection to ourselves as we're reading. In the past, how has your class been like a family to you? And how can we do those things in our class this year? So be thinking about that as you're listening to the story. Thinking about this will also help you with the task that you'll do after you read the story. Okay, friends, now we're going to read Our Class is a Family. Our class is a family. When you think of a family, you might picture one in a house. A mom, a dad, a couple of kids, plus their dogs, and a pet mouse. Perhaps you think of grandma or a stepmom and stepdad. It could be two dads or two moms instead. But family doesn't have to be who you're related to. It can be another special group who love and care for you. Have you ever thought about where most of your time is spent? It's at school with all of us. That's where all those hours went. So if our classroom is the place where we spend our days, why wouldn't we want to make it like a home in many ways? It's a place where we can show respect and kindness to each other. A spot where we can be ourselves and make memories with one another. We'll have things in common. These are connections that we'll seek, but we'll still celebrate our differences and what makes us each unique. Our classroom is a special haven where it's okay to make mistakes. We learn from them and try again, no matter what it takes. This is very important. But we'll have tough days sometimes. But your teacher is here for you. And as long as you're a friend to others, your peers will be there too. We all have tough days sometimes. In this classroom of four walls, we will stick together. We'll help each other learn and grow in any kind of weather. And even though we're not in a classroom to start the year, we're still a class that can stick together through the screen with each other. So let's always remember what a great team we can be. You have our back, and we have yours. We're a classroom family. Hmm. So the back says, family isn't always your relatives. It's the ones who accept you for who you are. The ones who would do anything to see you smile and who love you no matter what. Friends, I just love that story. Um, as I was listening, I heard of lots of great ideas that we can do this school year to make our class be a family. I hope you enjoyed the story too. Now let's get into your task for this lesson. Your task is to sketch a picture showing one way you can be a good friend in our classroom family. When you are done, take a picture of your drawing and upload it to Firefly. I can't wait to see the great ideas you have. Thanks for listening. Bye, friends.